I'd say the thing that stands out from the box score is I think they made 10 threes and we only made 3 or 4. So, now that what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Is it because they played with great energy and competed a little bit better and they made shots and we didn't? So I would say overall I think we can be a little bit more aggressive. I don't think all in all that we played poorly. I thought they played really, really well. And what part of your job is to try to make them not play so well, make them a little bit less comfortable and challenge those shots a little bit better and hopefully be able to score at a better rate.
As well as their program, how much of an outlier was Wednesday night for them, and how do you get your guys to just pay it no attention whatsoever? Yeah,
that part I don't think is a problem in terms of the guys. Look, Stephen F. Austin beat Duke. Kentucky lost to Evansville. I think Evansville doesn't have a win in their conference. So these things happen in college basketball. George Mason is a really good program who probably had a very good night. So I'm surprised, like everyone, because the anticipation is that VCU would win the home game after beating them up there. But these things happen in college basketball, and the most important thing is how you play the next one. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure we'll be focused on the game tomorrow and not worrying about anything that happened in the past.
What specifically does Blake bring that you didn't have 2 weeks ago?
Well, very competitive, and that really helps. I think he's probably really excited to play in this game. It'll be his first time to play in this game. And then also, his ability to score. He can score at different levels. I think sometimes against pressure teams, that's really important because they're pressuring on the perimeter, and they really run and try to protect the rim. And so I think being able to score in the mid-range is always important, and Blake has a great knack for that.
Coach, did I see correct you guys only had 4 3-pointers this past Wednesday? To put up a performance like that offensively and only have 4 3-pointers, how encouraging was that for you with the progression of your offense? Yeah,
that's a great point. I thought that was probably what stood out to me the most. To win a game by that much on the road, and usually that is because you made some crazy number of threes or some very high percentage. We did neither. I think the biggest thing was our defense. We made it really difficult for them. We rebounded extremely well, and then we were able to score in transition. We were able to score in our half-court offense and didn't shoot well. So that's a great sign. Hopefully there's some of that carries over, except with the exception of the shooting from Wednesday.
Chris, from the net rankings perspective, VCU is the highest ranked opponent you have left during the regular season. It has NCAA implications, perhaps. Do you emphasize that to your guys, to your staff? Don't mention it at all.
No, don't mention it at all. Danny mentions it quite a bit at home, John, but we don't mention it. We don't mention it at all. Look, as I try to tell him, moving up and down in the rankings is kind of a misnomer. Really, it's a new snapshot every day. So people moving up or down isn't really what's happening. It's a brand new snapshot every day with teams with their most current season schedule and resume. So, no, I don't think that's far down the list for us in terms of this game and how important it is.
Then putting all that aside, how important is it because they're 6 miles away and they've had your number more often than not the last few years?
Yeah, well, that's really important. I mean, the rivalry is great. It'll be an incredible atmosphere. Both teams will be playing extremely hard, and so in that way, that really pushes you to, that's the best part of competition, and that's what's exciting. And then, we have our Atlantic 10 standings. We have the things that we're trying to play for. Those are all important, and just going out and trying to win the game. I mean, that's enough motivation, I think, for everybody.
How much did it kill you to have to sit on the bench for the first meeting down the street in this series?
Yeah, it was tough. As a competitor, you always want to play in those type of games, but get a second chance this time. So that's good. Just preparing hard for tomorrow, and I'm excited to play. So.
Having not been in this rivalry, but only seeing it from the outside, what were your impressions of having to watch it the first time?
Yeah, they're a team that plays hard the whole game. They're a really good defensive team. They play tough. We just have to be able to match that toughness and play aggressive from start to finish. So, if we do those things, I think we'll be in good shape.
no question, you'd rather be playing. You're a basketball player. But during that matchup, is there a positive you could take from being able to sit there and observe? And did you take anything away from that experience that you can apply to tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. Just as for me or as the team in general?
Well, I guess both. I mean, you had a chance. I mean, you were sitting on the bench and watching with your injury. Did you pick up anything just sitting there and observing, what you guys can do?
Yeah, just as for me and the team as a whole, just being aggressive on both sides of the ball. They're a team that plays tough, and they're going to try to get physical with you and stuff like that. So just being able to withstand that and just playing hard for 40 minutes. So.
How have you felt since your return? How is everything? I mean, do you feel like you're getting your timing back and your speed down and everything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I feel fine. I don't feel any problems at all with my chest or any other, parts of my body or my game. So I feel good.
Have you guys talked about the significance of this? And don't tell me because it's the next one. It's the most important one. I know that. But have you guys spoke about, hey, this is a real chance for us. This has been a turnaround year. This would really add some punctuation to what we've been trying to accomplish.
Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit, but we try not to focus on that too much. We just want to take one game at a time, and just focus on trying to get a win every game throughout the rest of the season. So,
what are you going to bring tomorrow that this team didn't have when you had to sit out the first time?
I just think my aggressiveness. I think that's one of the important things that I bring to this team. Just aggressiveness, just that that dog mentality on both sides of the ball, on offense and defense. So I'm gonna bring that for tomorrow's game and all the games for the rest of the season. So for tomorrow, for me to bring that mentality is gonna be good. So.
It's only been 3 games since you played them, but all wins. What did those games kind of do to prepare you for this second meeting with VCU?
I think it prepared us. It prepared us good, for us to, get those wins. You said without me in the lineup, right?
And with you in the lineup.
I mean, yeah, it's good to get any win in general, especially in conference play, at this time of the year. But, just focusing on one day at a time, taking it one game at a time, like I said before. Just focusing on stuff like that, that'll help us get the win for tomorrow. So.